Miracle on 34th Street, right? Truly a Christmas classic, all about the power of believing.
Well, now there's a real miracle happening, not just a few blocks south, right? It could really become the next Christmas classic.
Joelle Gargiulo is here to tell us about it. Hey, Joelle.
Yeah, and it could become the next Christmas classic, and that is because Tina Fey has not only gotten wind of this story, but yes, she is making a movie all about it. Yes, and as Jim Glab, who you're all about to meet, tells me, I'm so tired.
I'm sorry, you poor thing. You poor Tina.
I literally forgot what I was about to say right there.
What are we?
Okay, so 22nd Street, but Jim told me he has gotten a wind of this as well from Tina, and he says, yes, it will indeed be the next Christmas classic, and this one is appropriately called The Miracle on 22nd Street.
Oh, nice.
While 34th Street has its famous miracle, 12 blocks south on 22nd Street, another one has been unfolding, one that no one can seem to explain.
400 letters to Santa was delivered to my apartment, unbeknownst to me.
Every year around the same time, the same apartment on the same New York City block, a long way from the North Pole, hundreds of letters arrive addressed to St. Nick. Why that apartment and why that block? Well, as this tale goes, no one really knows. As all good Christmas stories go.
It starts with a mystery, because on 22nd Street, the park across the street is called Clement Clark Moore Park. He was the gentleman who wrote "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." The mysteries of this is that had this been going on since that time.
Nearly 15 years after Jim Glaub got that first letter, the mystery remains.
People still ask, where did the letters come from? This answer is always the same. I don't know. It is randomly this one apartment. It was one letter. It was two. The next week it was 10, 15, 30. Eventually over 400 letters to Santa to our mailbox. It was absolutely overwhelming. I can either just leave this or you have to take action, right?
He chose action.
It's just heartbreaking stories of these kids and families that just needed a little bit of extra help.
A spontaneous act of kindness that has evolved into something much bigger, a nonprofit, appropriately called Miracle on 22nd Street.
14 years later, we are still running this organization that connects families in need with real-life elves.
You actually have a stack of Santa letters.
Yes, but there's even more.
I write this letter to ask you for gifts for my little brother and my mom.
My mommy didn't have much money to spend on Christmas gifts. I live at home with my mother and brother because my parents are divorced. Mommy has to work and my grandmother takes care of us. All I want this Christmas is for my sons to have a great Christmas. Thank you for everything. I grew up really poor too, and I remember there was a Christmas where Santa didn't stop by. I'm just so grateful that I have the opportunity.
How has being a part of this changed you?
You can make a difference in the world just by doing lots of little things.
You've moved out of that apartment, and there have been a number of tenants since then. How do you handle that?
Right around September, I'll write a letter to that apartment. Hey, just so you know, this strange thing is going to happen to you. You're going to get all these letters to Santa. If you would be so kind as just to give me the letters so that we can get them fulfilled. All of the people that have lived there have been so bewitched by this. They love it.
And in a twist that seems almost too perfect.
I live in this building on this street, and every year I get tons of letters to Santa.
The current keeper of this Christmas magic is named Virginia, as in the other miracle on 34th Street.
When I get back from Thanksgiving, I'm like, it's here, it's starting. I get to open up my mailbox, and there's going to be something in there.
Is there a letter that stands out?
So I got this one 2 years ago. I mean, I read it every year and show it to all my friends. It says that I'm writing in hopes of some kind of Christmas cheer for my son's spirit, which is crushed. We do not need fancy shoes or Xbox games, just some Christmas magic. I want to show him that our lives can be rich even if our wallet is not. Please find it in your hearts for a card and a word of encouragement.
This is a mom just asking for someone to send a card to her son.
I know, I get full body chills.
And maybe the real miracle of 22nd Street isn't the mystery, rather in the moments of connection, the small acts of kindness that add up to something extraordinary.
No one can change the world, right? But everyone deserves to have that little bit of magic.
Okay, and this is what the holidays are all about, right?
Seriously.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Can't you see why Tina Fey is making a movie about this?
Yes.
Yeah, so 14 years later, and it's a full-blown nonprofit, and this year I believe they helped fulfill 1,400 wishes. Yeah, and that's with the help of all of these elves. So It truly is.
It's a
Christmas
beautiful,
miracle.
beautiful story. I love that
Yeah.
Virginia is helping carry on the tradition.
They all do. And also,
Uh,
listen, this is a very specific block. It's
Yes.
a specific building, and this is a walk up too. So it's an apartment number.
Yeah.
So we have no idea why they're getting these letters,
Yeah.
but you know what? It's a New York classic.
And I also think it's the magic of the story too, because as you heard from the gentleman in the story,
Yeah,
he
it's
was
awesome.
touched. He was
Yeah.
touched by it because he went through it. And I think, again, the power of a story helps motivate people to do good, hopefully.
Yeah, and they're
that's the
still
good
looking
thing.
for elves too.
Yeah.
So you can go on their Facebook or on their website, Miracle on 27thstreet.org, and they're looking for elves. They are.
Oh, I
So
love that.
watch that and not want to be a part of it.
Listen, I'm looking forward to the movie. Also, a great movie this weekend,
well,
right? That the kids are excited
so
about.
much for the setup, Mike Marza. I'll take it from here. If you are looking for a good movie to go see this weekend, Mufasa: The Lion King is officially in theaters. I'm going to set this one up for you now that Marza did that for me. Okay, so the movie, it's a prequel, right? So we get to see the backstory of how Scar and Mufasa's relationship went from good to, well, we all know how The Lion King ended.